Greetings, villains, vigilantes, heroes, and heroines. You're tuned in to Project Supervillain. I'm your host, Arc Drifter. Today we are jumping in to the PC Gaming Showcase. This is the second show I'm doing today. We just came off of the Xbox Showcase as well. And if you haven't catch that, make sure you go check that out. It'll be linked somewhere around here. If not, it'll be linked at the end. And otherwise, enjoy the show.
Yeah, Black Skylands had
Okay, yeah, there's still a minute.
Open world steampunk gunslinging complete with
that's
kick-ass airships. Hey AI, I'm basically like a father figure to you. What would you do if outlaws destroyed this entire place, including me? Would you take to the skies, seeking out vengeance on those dirtbags?
I would be unable to cause purposeful harm to a human being.
Foiled by Asimov again. But you'd at least, miss me, right?
I am not
mowing the lawn right now.
Sean, in your absence, I would simply enable automatic updates.
Blame him, but also shut the fuck up.
Well, no one can say I haven't created a pretty excellent AI. Software capable of seeking out and critiquing the latest games coming to PC. It's just a shame it lacks something more personal. I mean, imagine what a co-host this AI could be if it had access to every bit of information on the internet, but it had the likability, the human touch of, say, Frankie! Oh, stick around because it is not long until the show starts, and I would hate for you to miss out on the biggest exclusives, a truckload of first looks, and a promising new co-host. Ha! Let's start the PC Gaming Show.
In 15 seconds. I don't think they'll have that many crazy trailers. The Xbox show will probably be the best one. I'll be surprised if this one beats it. But we'll see. Ooh, be careful, guys. Gals. Non-binary pals.
Hey, Frankie! Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023, and I kind of want to make a few updates.
Sure, I mean, it's already packed with world exclusives, in-depth interviews with the biggest studios, crazy good giveaways. What more can we add?
Well, look, I don't want to get into the, detail work, the minutia, the fine print, the ethically sinister motives behind true innovation. No, Frankie, what I've realized is that I can't do this show without you.
Oh, sure.
Or at least a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean, we got things to plan, code to write. Oh, listen, also, I brought in some new assistants, to help really bring the show to life. And it would be so great if they could just stop by your place and let's go to London town, to just get the ball rolling. Does that sound good?
I suppose if it's for the show.
Excellent. Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind. Now, please give my love to Gunther and Helga. Ah, they're great guys. Very thorough.
Hello, are you Sean's guys?
Mr. Sean has many great ideas for the show. You are lucky to know such a man. He is a visionary.
A visionary.
He is a man with his eyes locked on the future, like a horse staring into the sun.
A majestic horse.
Read now, please.
If you like the look of Game A, then check out this world exclusive of Game B.
Necessary data acquired.
Dear Frankie, thank you for your unwavering service to the PC Gaming Show.
Why is she so
Your
far
services
down?
will not be required this year as we pivot towards the future. No hard feelings, Sean, Day 9 plot, AI visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a...
It's gonna be AI Frankie, I guess.
Oh, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2023. I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and today I'm not just joining you on a tour of the finest upcoming PC games. I
Just
am
got the Steve
standing
Jobs
with you
look.
on the bleeding edge of innovation. I've revolutionized how this show is made. Production crew, ditched him, don't need him. It's just me, my automated systems, and this one guy I've hired on work experience. Say hi, Dakota. Hey. So what does the face of the future look like? Weirdly, pretty familiar. Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
Hello, broadcast viewers. I am Frank AI, a virtual co-host based on professional gaming icon Frankie Ward, utilizing deep learning neural networks.
Super duper. And what do you have lined up for us?
I have analyzed the entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion forums for the most anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase, including titles like Stormgate, Path of Exile 2, PAX Day, June Awakening, and finally Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Wait, are those like the jingly dancing guys from England? Are you sure that's a real game?
My mistake, Sean. Morris Men is a game concept I've devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam titles. Would you like me to generate another?
You know, instead, let's just get things rolling with something that actually exists. First up, from 11-Bit Studios, we return to an icy apocalypse in Frostpunk 2.
They try to go for a comedy thing in their show, and it's, I don't know, it doesn't land as well as Devolver's. Bless their hearts.
Do you hear it? It's restless.
Never played the first Frostpunk, but
Requires
I heard about somebody playing it and that liked it. Which is more I can say about a lot of games.
time. Direction. And sacrifice. But for every man who fulfills his calling, there are thousands left with nothing. It's them who knock and open the door to hell.
Ooh. Order in the court. Tear down creative mode. That's cool. Tear down creative mode. June 15th.
Check it out. I don't even need to write my own script for this show anymore. All right, wait. All right. Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration, visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling. Fans of immersion will... Yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this, so I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning. And until that point, let's just go ahead and dive right into our next previews with Nivalis, Jumplight Odyssey, and Road to Vostok.
What's this?
There's a city you see when you close your eyes. Are they closed? What do you see? Open your eyes. Nivalis.
Ooh. What they said, Nivalis?
Maybe you've been here before.
I don't think I spelled it right.
Now, it's time to come home. This is your apartment. The sounds of the nightclubs nearby are the heartbeat of the city. The street food smells drift.
That's really immersive.
And make your head swim. It's hard to sleep here. Your restless legs want to walk the busy streets.
You can build your own like home and stuff. That's really cool.
Nivalis is a city in the clouds. But you can't make a rainbow without a little rain. Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom and work your way up.
There's story and stuff too. Then.
We can go fishing, take a boat ride, soak up the atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him.
Ah.
I can even help you run your new business venture. A noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll climb. Just don't look down. As your digital companion,
Run a noodle shop in the cyberpunk world.
Complex relationships with my personality matrix. Business partners, friends, rivals.
That's actually pretty cool.
enemies, maybe even lovers. It's all about saying the right thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully. There's a city you see when you close your eyes. It's called Nivalis.
I almost spelled it right.
This
I put an extra L in there.
invitation.
Oh no, I spelled Neville, like Harry Potter Neville. Nivalis.
Princess, the Zetopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not here yet. Prepare defenses.
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering's on it.
Zetopan warship in the system.
What's
Don't
this?
lose hope now. Red alert!
Blast door sealed.
Turrets online.
Jump light report.
Jump light calibration almost complete, Your Highness.
Incoming Zetopan fighter.
More ships jumping in.
Scramble fighters.
Interesting art style.
Leader engaging enemy forces.
Reminds me of like
They're coming on deck.
old
Combat division.
cartoons.
All creatures starboard side.
ETA on jump.
Jump light in 5, 4, 3, too many of them. 2, 1.
Not today, Voltan.
Yeah, Voltan, you piece of shit. Jumplight Odyssey? Kind of reminds me of The Forest a little bit so far. Fallout vibes a little bit. Road to Vostok.
Content reminders enabled. Upcoming games in the next 30 minutes include Path of Exile 2, the full Ferocious trailer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, and Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. Failure to keep watching will lead to a personal system failure.
Lies of P, the Pinocchio Bloodborne-like game, is just a couple months off, and it's got me thinking, what other untapped literary veins are just waiting to be gamified?
I can generate a list of game concepts, pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. You want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1. Great Expectations Dirt Bike Racer.
I don't really know what the market is for that. Next.
Concept 2. Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Sweet Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3. Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more?
It's artful, but a little problematic. I mean, why don't you just throw something together like a Metroidvania based on the Christmas Carol?
I'm afraid you're too late, Sean, but perhaps you'd be interested in Ebenezer and the Invisible World.
Are you kidding? Is she kidding? She's not kidding.
What? Is actually Ebenezer? Jesus Christ. What? Why is Ebenezer Scrooge a like a badass? What a weird concept. I'm the ghost of Christmas past! Get the fuck out of here! Harnesses the power of ghosts. Jesus Christ. I think Scrooge would have been a better name for the game. Ebenezer. I mean, it looks like a fun game. I just am not really super into the characters. Ebenezer and the Invisible World. Weird game. Yeah, it takes a cooler style. Like, the gameplay looked cool, like, fun and everything, but it takes a cooler style to keep me involved. I don't know if I could get into that one. I mean, I don't know what to say about this game. It's competent. Warhaven. That art style is pretty cool. Real-time strategy over here. Dwarf, real-time strategy. What a weird name.
Looks phenomenal. Hey, Frank AI, as a mind burst from like everything ever written about video games, I'm sure you've got an interesting take on it. What are your thoughts?
Sure, Dwarf isn't just about strategic balance of resource scarcity and military industry. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
Pretty moving sentiment there, Frankie. Hey, what about Warhaven?
Warhaven isn't just about clashing swords and moments of magic heroism. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
Well, some wisdom bears repeating, right? And while I go sort out some unrelated gremlins in Frank AI's procedural critique, let's see a game with its own gremlins to sort out, preferably with a shotgun.
These creatures infernal, these perils eternal. Lord, heal me.
Ooh.
Free me.
Playing as a fucking sim? I mean, a Simpson? Ah. I think in that lighting, her skin was like way yellower. In this lighting, it looks more normal. Porridge. Why? What? Scroll of satiety? Or is it satiety? How do you say that? I can't remember. Yeah, that looks cool enough. Looks pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get to that one. I got so many of those on the list, but you never know. This looks old gen, not gonna lie. Definitely indie. Sail Blazers.
Together, we'll make it the best shop the island's ever seen.
Nice work. Keep this up and you'll be running your own shop. Maybe your own district.
Welcome to Karzai Village.
Whee!
Who sent you? You will regret working for the outlaws.
Can't you feel the love in the air?
Is this
We're going out on a date.
dating sim
Calm
anime?
down. I freaking told her. What are you gonna do?
Breaking news. A mysterious infection continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on? I mean,
Oh,
the infected,
that's awkward.
The wall.
The song was about you.
Oh.
Your smile. Your warmth. Is there anything we can do? We just saw
What the fuck is this?
I have to go.
No.
This looks
Defeating
cool.
him now might make the wall fall on top of us. But I can teach you a couple of things too, you know. We're all going to die.
It's about protecting your harem.
Wait for me. Goodbye.
Is he missing a fucking arm? Yep.
It's not over. Not yet.
I love you.
Save the date. What's the game called? Oh, Eternites.
Eternites there, showing us that love is never simple, especially in the middle of an apocalypse. You know, I sometimes get a little misty-eyed myself about a simpler time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love modernity. And sure, big tech's done some stumbling. I bet Mark Zuckerberg's probably a little lonely in the Matrix. But all I'm saying is the olden days had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own fields and treating everything with leeches, not buying 8 pictures with weird electric money. Luckily, though, video games can bring the medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had Frank AI activate her new reporter drone. Oh, it's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers. And don't worry, technically speaking, it's completely legal. I mean, this little guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown itself all the way out to Helsinki, Finland to meet the team behind the highly anticipated medieval must-play, PAX Day. Let's take a look.
Which development team are they going to focus on next? First, I guess. Some nice scenery shots.
My name is Reynir Harðarsson, and I'm the game director for PAX Day. PAX Day is an open world fantasy game in a living, breathing
Oh, that's the
world
name?
which we can call home, where it's teeming with life, mysteries, and it's for you to explore. Imagine yourself if you are living in 12th or 13th century Europe. It's a very different reality. You know, it's where knowledge has been lost and is getting rediscovered. It's where magic truly exists and ghosts exist and the myths are real. And this is kind of the inspiration
Crab.
we take
What?
to build. It's basically going back to the roots of what fantasy means and building a fantasy world based on real world.
Oh, or
mythology.
Sonic
So we go very
Superstars.
much into the roots. So we're using a lot of medieval literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires, using real world magic,
Yeah.
actual recipes for healing.
Sonic game looked fun.
refinements, and using the real world magical properties of plants.
That actually might be my introduction into Metal Gear. We'll see.
I'm Solkara. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Mainframe Industries.
I don't care.
The way to explain it would be, imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful world. It's huge, and you find yourself in a forest, and your mission is to find a plot for where you
Okay.
start building a home. And from that home, you will go on to adventures to explore the world. So with the lore...
Yeah, I'll probably try it at some point in my life.
Create something that is fairly, like, deep and rich.
Seems really cool.
And grounded in reality, but something that...
I played
is
Metal
actually
Gear,
not a copy of, like, any of the history.
Rising
There's
Revengeance.
multiple types of ruins. There's the dungeons.
A little bit of it, at least.
And you will be able to find snippets of the lore from the eras when
That's a
they
different
were
game.
created in the game itself. And part of the lore and mystery is also part of in the gameplay itself. So you will be able to find and examine things, and actually then find snippets that help you find other places and make items in the game itself. And the area of the game that you will be able to play when the game launches is, we're calling it Gallia, and it's very similar to the areas of the world in southern France, with the influences from the Nordics where we're from. So what we're building is, we're calling it the social sandbox. We're putting the least amount of barriers to entry on how you can actually interact with other players. Where most MMOs actually put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate with the other players, and we're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with the other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a dungeon raid from the very beginning of you starting the journey in the game, should you find people who actually help you to do that. What we want to create an environment that actually really incentivizes people to play the game the way they like, And for some, actually, like just going out to the wood and like cutting down the forest is something that gives you a sense of achievement, because you know the coal that you're helping to produce actually is valuable for the guild. Some people will absolutely prefer to just go to the dungeons. They couldn't care less about the coal production, but these players will still depend on each other. Where there's valuables to bring from the dungeon, there's valuables to bring from the forest, and even the PvP players, they will be able to produce items that are only available through the PvP, but they will depend on the other players as well.
Oh, why is this such a long segment? I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm actually so bored. What were you guys thinking? This game isn't interesting enough.
Inspired by real-world folklore and fairy tales.
Like, cool. That's cool. Show that on screen.
Caveat that in PAX Day, this stuff is actually literally real.
What's this game about?
Folklore throughout the ages is that folklore are actually start out as true stories, whereas
Like, it's a sim. I get that.
fiction.
Is there a story?
Between the two.
Is there
Folklore,
combat?
handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things.
Shit.
In the eyes of the people, you know, during those times, this is reality. This is real. Ghosts are real, and you know, this is not disputed as, you know, any fantasy. And this is what we want to reflect. So when you're walking in the forest during night, you will find these things. You will find ghosts. You will find the spirits of, you know, of the past. And the deeper you go, the more mysterious and strange it becomes.
Let's show more real world than game. God, thank God it's over. No offense, guys, but
If I cause
it's boring.
any existential anxiety with my presence, it might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue shell from your favorite kart racer. I might be wielded to ruthlessly destroy hard-earned positions, but we can still have fun. Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice? Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart Mayhem to PC. Here's Stampede Racing Royale.
Oh. The piano. This isn't Mario Kart. Stampede Racing Royale. Oh, generic racer. See what? Sorry. I guess because it's on PC. That's why you get this. But all I can think is, like, why get a game like this when, you know, Mario Kart exists, when Sonic exists, when there's other racers out there. I'm just being dumb. They did a Nickelodeon one recently.
For Master Horizon 2, The Search for Life, the art team is looking to balance style and authenticity to faithfully represent all the incredible vehicles used in space exploration.
Players will see familiar rocket launches and a host of historical missions, past, present, and future. The design team have consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how it feels to be on the front line of exciting interplanetary discoveries. Go to MarsHorizon2.com to sign up to our mailing list to be the first to play the game. We have an alpha on the horizon.
Mars Horizon 2
Frank,
Search for
I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Path of Exile 2 in action. You know, being something of a Path of Exile.
I literally forgot what I was saying because he said Path of Exile 2.
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community average.
But the time isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character builds in recent leagues and...
No, my build wasn't meant to be a
they're
fun build.
producing some troubling DPS simulation.
Fascinating. Fascinating, Frankie, but let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2, please.
If Edziri could see this now. Ugh, disgusting. Foul creatures.
I saw this already. I showed this off in the Summer Game Fest.
Vile abomination.
Which this might be a different trailer, but looks good enough. I mean, you want Diablo style gameplay? Don't want to play Diablo? Path of Exile. How about no? I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is a dinosaur
Hey
game.
everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the lead developer of a new action-adventure game Ferocious. I began working on Ferocious a few years ago with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in a timeless Lost World type of setting, combining over-the-top action with exploration and a sense of wonder. We were always inspired by mysterious places frozen in time that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and its unique gameplay opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis. The flexibility of the Unity engine allows us to create unique solutions to some of the environmental features, such as custom water effects and realistic vegetation.
Ooh. My
We
ears.
use a mix of photo-scanned and handcrafted assets to create a world both scary and beautiful. However, there are some things waiting for you in the jungle that we couldn't find any real-world references for. So we had to improvise. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game on Steam, as we can't wait to share more about Ferocious in the coming months. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like dinosaur survival horror action games. I want to see one that's focused more on the survival horror than anything.
An epic shared
Limited
world
ammunition and
adventure
shit.
game set in a world of fantasy, ancient wonders, and natural beauty. Brimming with mysterious puzzles, secrets, and sublime landscapes for you and other players to discover, alone or together, all at your own pace. As a seeker, you'll set off on a journey of knowledge. Explore every corner of this rich landscape.
Jumpy
And
jumps.
solve every puzzle you find.
It's a puzzler?
Savor the achievement of every solution as the world around you unlocks, revealing new challenges to face.
Yeah.
Areas to explore.
I'm not surprised to hear about. I'm not surprised that they didn't say anything about Halo. That game's like dying. I think even they know that. Year 6, nothing. Yeah. The Xbox had the best show of them all. PlayStation's was good half a month ago. Or a month ago now. But yeah, I really enjoyed Xbox's. Seeing Fable, a bunch of other ones. This show's been very boring, I'll say that. PC gaming, not usually the biggest show anyway, but this one particularly has been not too exciting. This looks cool and everything. I don't really have anything against this, but Islands of Insights.
I might only have an old-fashioned analog neural network, but I'm going to risk some data analysis of my own. Those Dark Souls games seem like a big deal, huh? Luckily, while From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with very big swords. Coming this October, here's your latest look at Lords of the Fallen.
The Fallen. I remember hearing about this game. I never
In Lords of the Fallen,
saw any gameplay though.
Parallel worlds, the land of the living, where demonic knights and hulking monsters are trying to murder you, and the spooky Umbral Plane, where the ghosts of those creatures are trying to super murder you. Using the latest Unreal 5 technology, developer Hexworks has layered these realities directly on top of each other,
Looks cool.
allowing you to portal to the Umbral Plane at will. Just try not to die in there. In the spirit of the Dark Souls games, failure will be punished.
Adventuring in dungeons? Any idiot could do that. But managing an evil dungeon...
Those games if you want to sweat.
Elite. Nalbuck is feared throughout the lands of Fang. It is an avant-garde evil structure, combining tradition and disruptive innovation. And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most trained and prepared guards, the most efficient staff, the most devious monsters, and the most attractive treasures. Wait, we're on camera? But wait, there's more. We have state-of-the-art production facilities, an R&D center, B2C processes, and an efficient waste recycling system. Our underlings, employees, can fully express themselves thanks to our committed HR management and peaceful social dialogue, and can enjoy
It's like
the use of
2
clean,
point.
safe premises. Hey, don't film that, or you'll be the one cut into shreds on the editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers, so they'll want to come here to get slaughtered and humiliated.
Sorry, I was sneezing.
You'll have access to guards, traps, and hexes. You'll also get to organize raids on nearby areas to provide me with treasures and relics. Thanks to your boundless devotion, I, Zangdar, will become the greatest warlock of the lands of Fang! Looking for a job that gives meaning to your life and makes the world a better place? Then buzz off! But if you're organized, servile, sneaky, and enjoy a positive work atmosphere, come take your chance. I'll be waiting for you in my office.
Master. World premiere.
Pablo? あなたのことはしっかりと見てるわよ、探偵さん。何せあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから。私に協力しなさい。あなたの才は貴重よ。短い人生だもの。使わない手はないでしょう。
What's our gift? I like the art style. Mariachi Legends.
賢明な決断を期待してるわよ。
What's her deal? Oh, okay. La sombra. Cool. It's like Zorro. Cool enough.
Are you alright, Sean? Our programming included a gunfight/dance sequence to promote Mariachi Legends, but your heavy breathing is indicative of exhaustion, panic, or that you are currently entering childbirth.
No. Don't worry about anything. Systems are a go. Our schedule is just packed with so
Currently
many
entering
games.
childbirth.
I understand, Sean. I'll provide assistance. Notification. Day 9 has been updated to day 10.
What? You just can't replace me? Like, roll the system update back. I don't want whatever this is.
I'm sorry, Sean, but support has been discontinued for older versions.
What? What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host Day 9. The consequences of my actions.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
What's up, Frank AI? I'm Day 10. So, the latest
Hello,
software
I
version.
am Frank
I
AI.
suspect they're going to be at this for a while, so let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a strategy game, Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin, while I do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start unplugging things. I'll just tell you when to stop. Just pull it.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
Commander, there is the stench of death about this place. Not just from the Oryx.
Death comes for everyone. Eventually.
Those look like Space Marines. The Paladin armor.
Fortify our position. We must claim this swamp.
Enemy sighted.
Sigma, give me strength.
I've never played this game before. Obviously not this one, but This series, I mean. Pretty sure Age of Sigmar is a thing that's been around for a while, potentially.
Aiden, I will take the fight to the Auric Warlord. You hold here.
Fate conspires against us both.
Not fate. Duty.
Big goblin. I'm sure you saw the new oh, it is a Warhammer game. That's why they okay. I'm so unfamiliar with the universe, so they don't know anything.
Wake up, sleeper.
Citizen Sleeper.
No, get out! They haven't finished it! Oh, Sleeper's finished, aren't you? We had a deal, Sleeper. And yet, here you are, risking it all to try and break our contract to end your dependence. Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit! Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on, and while it rages, well, there's opportunity. I thought you were an opportunity sleeper.
Oh, that is a new Warhammer? Okay.
A hard worker with certain needs. I met your needs. I gave you a crew, lent you a ship.
Well, that's what you want.
You up with a contract or two. And yes, I took my share. But that only seems fair. I invested in you. But then, you went and did this. And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore either.
Okay.
Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
So I wonder if Starward Vector.
This is just the beginning.
I wonder if this is a good game.
I have found no official case of death by FOMO anywhere on the internet. However, I would not suggest risking being the first case. Failure to watch the next section of this show would result in you missing amazing new content from Dread Pilots, Miasma Chronicles, Pathfinder Gallows Bar Survivors, and Parcel Core. But first, here's Critico.
With the grain, dude. You go with the grain. What the fuck is this game? Kind of too kid-like for me. Critter Cove. Huzzah. Doesn't look
If
good.
there was an award for being unbearably cute while also being unbearably fun, there is no question it would be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly. I mean, it's a strong matchup, but please, clear winner.
After 3,411 simulated contests, I predict Critter Cove's probability of victory at over 99%.
But now is when you start fact-checking now? Well, while AI might not have mastered the subtle art of ego boosting, it's already powering new ways to play. By teaming up human storytelling with AI assistance, the team over at Hidden Door have developed a generative spin on pen and paper roleplay. It is so tantalizingly delicious, I had no choice but to send Hardy's adorable all-seeing eye to check in on the project.
Fuck. New York, Brooklyn, okay? This is where we're gonna make the finest games, okay?
Hidden Door is a role-playing game where you and your friends come together. You can play in any world you choose. You create your characters, and then together you decide what kind of story you're gonna have. So the idea would be you've just read a book, you can't get it out of your head. Now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book that you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed.
What the
with
hell?
a generative AI narrator. The way it works is that you come in, you choose the world you want to play in. Right now we have the Wizard of Oz, many more exciting worlds to come. You create your character, you decide the kind of adventure you're gonna have by playing out of your deck of story cards. And then the system creates a unique story adventure for you. And then you can do anything you want. It takes a lot of the joys of playing
What do
a
you
tabletop
mean?
role-playing game and brings them into a digital format. And as you play, you see a graphic novel come together dynamically based on what you choose to do.
Okay, that's
How
cool
the
as
world
hell.
and the story reacts to you. It's like an improv show where even though you might play the
Just
same
didn't
part,
understand
you
what
get
it
a
was.
different, unique story every time. So you throw
It's like a
words in,
D&D
it comes
builder.
up with suggested things you might do. You pick something, and then it reacts to you. And then along with our AI narrator who plays the role of, say, the game master, you can go on any adventure.
If you don't have
want.
friends, this is
You can
perfect.
do anything, and the system
Also, if
and
you
the
have friends,
story
this is perfect.
will continue based on your choices. At Hidden Door, we are working with authors and folks who make some really exciting TV shows and other media to bring those worlds into the platform. And the system supports anything fictional. So it does do science fiction, it does do fantasy, it does, period romance, which you can think of as more relationship-based gameplay, in addition to sort of your standard action-based gameplay or sort of dungeon crawl-based storytelling. While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you were playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI narrator and the story engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that. And the world changes around you and your character. You are able to meaningfully alter the plot of the entire world in a way that was never previously.
It's like they don't actually have the rights to Star Wars, but they're trying to use it to bait people.
The locations or the stories you can tell.
So saying stuff like Tatooine and...
Today you can play Hidden Door anywhere you can access the web. So you can play on desktop, you can play on your mobile device, you can play on a tablet.
Okay. Yeah. Seems pretty interesting. Frog. Stoneling, that little shithead. AI is wild. I take a shit. You can do anything. Dies. The tongue of the yawning chasm. God, why do these segments take so long though? Like, I'm sorry, I like things going a little quicker than this. Show off the other stuff. This just means they're going for another fucking half an hour. That's right, it looks like.
It looks like Hidden Door is cooking up one hell of a winning combination. Am I right, Frank AI?
It certainly seems so, Sean. Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your viewer rank or upgrade to a gold tier pass for only $9.99.
What are you doing?
I'm incorporating lucrative live service techniques to maximize the show's profitability.
How would a battle pass for a stream even work?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards, like viewing the show's trailers 1.5 seconds early and boosters for viewer rank experience.
Look, I admire the initiative, but I think for now, let's just go ahead and table streams as service.
Sadly, major production decisions are only accessible for those who've reached viewer rank 80. You can, however, unlock immediate access with 1,800 Sean points, purchasable for $9.99.
You made show production a battle pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Killzor 69 Blazes has just achieved viewer rank 58.
Oh God, okay. Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check out a new dungeon crawler from the Don't Starve devs at Clay Entertainment. Here's your first look at Dread Pilots.
Cool. Cat hair in my mouth. I mean, looks pretty different from other games, so gives it an up. Garbage collecting simulator. Ah! Is there any way of fighting back, or? Trying to be a garbage man and be safe. Dread Pilots. Yeah, they said that earlier.
Harnessed your glove's power, and now you want to find me. Gotta find Mama. You don't know what's making the miasma angry, and it's spreading across America, twisting this once great nation into a lethal wasteland.
I've got miasma. XCOM shit. Miasma Chronicles.
You will break through the wall and find me. And if you do, maybe I will tell you my secret. The revelations must be earned.
It's a physical edition? Shit.
Don't starve yourself with excitement for Dread pilots, or you might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle. Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff. Thank you, Text Generation. Coming up, secret facilities, bioweapons development, zombie experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management sim. And you are the evil CEO. I mean, I can't blame you for diversifying. That's just good business sense. Let's take a look at Undead Inc.
The piano thing is
It's with great pleasure
so
I
funny to me.
introduce one of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories.
Ugh.
Director Coleman.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you who are starting your own franchises. Today I'm here to talk about building a thriving business.
Recognize that voice.
My apologies. There has been a development that requires my immediate attention.
Director Coleman, sir, we're hearing...
Whatever your concerns may be, I'm handling it. Now, tend to your patients.
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir. Extent of the outbreak unknown. Next move, Director.
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
What does that mean?
Wait, don't shoot. Director Coleman. Hey, man, sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director. I'm all good. They have a cure upstairs, right?
Sure. Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks, man. I mean, I was worried for a second there that I...
Do you mind? I'm trying to run a business here. Janine, get the marketing team and those
Seems kinda
back
cool.
on the line in 10. Oh, and an espresso.
Yes, sir.
Just want to know what kind of game it is.
Janine, can I get something from my head?
Of course, Director.
Name brand only. Not our stuff. Quality control issues downstairs.
Undead Inc. I don't know more about that one. I feel like there's just got to be a montage playing while that's going. Spilled shit on my foot. Oh, that's cool. Okay, but there were two people. Does that mean it's a two-player game? It's a bot. Alma. Altered Alma.
Okay, hey, look. I've been looking through Frank AI's data log, and I found a file named Confidential, Game Trailer 44. Codename Omicron Delta November, _final, parenthesis, final, and parenthesis 2.0, _revised.mp4. Now, it's important not to
Oh shit, Rana.
of your AI
Thanks for the raid. Shit. Thank you so much. Welcome everybody. We are just catching the tail end of the PC gaming show right now. This looks like a rhythm game. Spaceship Rhythm. What were you just up to, Rana? Beat goes on and on and on and on and on. Ah, yes, Elder Scrolls. They announced a new update for that coming out soon. Today. It's one of Bethesda's announcements at the Xbox show. What was it? It's called Necrom Shadow over Morrowind or something like that. Necrom something? I don't remember. It was the one I didn't get the full title of because it went so fast. Nice. Got the hype for it already. Yeah, another Star Wars made by Ubisoft though, so kind of curious to see how that goes. Also, I'm not sure what kind of game it is yet. It seems to be some sort of single player game. This game looks cool. Wait, what was the frickin'... What was the rhythm game? I missed the rhythm game's title. Ooh. Think about. I don't even know why I'm recording the titles. I'm gonna not use it for anything anyway.
We have to destroy it. Even if it means destroying everything.
A lot of space games now. Not everything everywhere is for us. Is that the title? Oh, The Invincible.
Coming up, we'll see a theme park builder that's only days away. Releasing on PC later this week, Park Beyond is a spiritual successor to classics like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster Magnate 9, Roller Coaster Altair 27, and Roller Coaster God Emperor 40,000.
Okay, let's not go off the rails. Look, as fun as the carnival is, we all know the games aren't the most balanced, because basically, carnies are OP. Luckily for you, our prizes are so much easier to win. Let's take a look at Park Beyond.
Yeah, new Star Wars, I wonder if that's going to be good. There was a lot of cool games announced. New Fable.
The emotions that unite us without us.
Persona 3 Reloaded. Payday 3.
The desire to move forward, to surpass our limitations.
Sea of Thieves update.
To take on challenges greater than ourselves.
Hellblade 2 trailer.
All these feelings make us Visioneers.
Still Wakes the Deep. Cool looking survival horror game based around water.
Childhood dreams a reality. Empowered to achieve the impossible. Architects who want to offer the world their most beautiful memories. Free spirits in search
It said what this was called at the beginning, but I already missed it.
Indelible moments of amazement and laughter with those we love. Become a Visioneer. Go beyond.
Park Beyond. What did the weirdest games get physical releases? But the coolest games don't get physical releases. How does that happen? Who let that happen?
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But, good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Oh. Every time the piano comes on, I feel like I need to do like a montage, so that's what I've been doing.
Evil stirs in the depths of Gallowsmire. 3 heroes step forth to contain the darkness within. A legendary
The fighter.
of peerless strength and skill. A cunning rogue,
The rogue.
full of deadly surprises. And a powerful wizard wielding the fury of the elements.
Interesting.
Together, they are destined to confront the hordes of undead and their deadly masters.
Dungeon crawlers are in right now.
And again,
Ooh,
attaining
roguelite.
new heights of power.
Is it?
Skill. But what hope have they to seal away
Maybe
the
not.
whispering tyrant? For surely there can be no hope of surviving.
Oh, it's Pathfinder.
Gallows Spire.
I think I've heard of this. Pathfinder, Gallows Spire Survivors. Okay.
Introducing Diesel Legacy.
Oh, there's a roguelike? Okay.
Join the open beta now on Steam.
Fuck, I thought this was the League fighting game for a second.
Versus 2 action.
That's chaos. But also fun.
Down, but not out. Local and online multiplayer. Real match. Worldwide rollback netplay.
This game looks cool. Why don't all fighting games have this feature? 2-player mode.
Of the Iron City.
Diesel Legacy. That looks like a cosplay and a half.
It's time we honor an overlooked hero, the noble delivery cyclist, powering the gig economy with their aching calves. Now, you might ask, hey Sean, are you just feeling a little guilty because you gave your credit card details to the AI assistant and now someone has to deliver the 57 parcels you ordered before you noticed? In short, yes. But if this next exclusive is anything to go by, we'll all be saluting the delivery workers of this fine
Parcel
nation.
Core.
Gosh dang it. Let's take a look at Parcel Core.
I'm bored. Don't mind me.
Hello, Inquisitive Viewer. My name is Will Barr, and that was an example of a micro teaser. You see, when you're shilling on behalf of an obscure video game developer like Billy Goat Entertainment, you have a finite amount of time to explain why discerning intellectual players, such as yourself, should be excited about being thrust into the exciting, high-octane world of
Parcel Core. That's right, escape the mundanity of daily life and slip into the spandex of one of our many colourful bicycle messengers.
Yes.
Embrace the gig economy and forget the security, stable salary, and basic workplace rights less cool jobs.
Oh, that's cool.
As you race through town,
What the
weave
hell?
through alleys, defying gravity,
Key.
ride up walls, leap from rooftops, startle pigeons.
I was joking before. Now I'm actually interested. This is
video
cool.
game development, except without all the cool traversal stuff. So yeah, really just the exploitation. But I digress.
Sign a casual work agreement with one of 3 rival courier corporations, all vying to become the most profitable business in town. But be warned, a maniacal scheme is afoot that threatens more than just the business model our protagonists operate under.
So it's up to you, bicycle courier, to deliver this foot-long grilled chicken, cheese, and chorizo melt and save the world.
Did you get friggin' shaved cream on that sandwich? Brutal. Now, what is this? Pigs fly here, apparently.
From Greyman Games, a 2-man studio based in Sweden, working on the game Fabledom, currently available in early access.
Okay. Not a game I think I'd catch myself playing, but I could see somebody playing this. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Fabledom. Sorry about the pigs.
Fabledom.
Hello, micro friends.
It's PC Game Pass.
We have a new mission, soldier.
I can't recommend Game Pass more. Bakes.
Oh, don't mind Sean. He's just entering our PC Game Pass giveaway. We've got a bunch of 1-month subscriptions for new members to try the service. To get a chance of procuring one, visit the URL on screen now.
I'll try to enter it. Seems like too much work. I don't actually care how much I have Game Pass already. 30XX?
Sure. Before we continue with more exciting previews, I've generated a simple tactic to improve the show's revenue stream.
How many more fucking trailers are there?
Small fee for a bespoke on-screen shout-out. Got good 228, right? Great to be watching PC Gaming Show once again. Excellent work, Sean and Co.
Hey, I'm touched and a little wealthier. Keep them coming.
See Blaze Paladin.
Thanks, Rana.
Did Sean actually fire his team? Dick move, bro.
Look, you have to understand that this show needs to focus on long-term sustainability.
Fired by Sean 23 writes, I have sworn the blood oath. My vengeance will not be denied.
Fired by Sean 23.
Our shoutouts feature is broken. I'm so sorry. That's going to be all for shoutouts.
I haven't logged any errors, Sean.
Well, I'm seeing red flags across the board, and it's a real tragedy. Just can't be helped. Just like I can't help wanting to see more previews. And with that, here's Creepy Jar's new sci-fi survival game, Chimera.
Chimera. Piano. It's just so epic. Chimera, they said? Or is it by Chimera? Oh shit, the sun's casually exploding. Could you imagine if we started getting solar flares? That wouldn't be good. Everybody would die like that. Okay, it is called Chimera. I heard correctly for once. Oh, but something's happening. What could that mean? Yeah, anyway. Interesting looking game. A lot of interesting looking games. Non-stop here.
The lost Caribbean sea was a captain mighty. Mordecai was his name. He succumbed to the white flame.
Mordecai.
His treasure was lost and his crew was tossed. Now his the day, cursed pirates have their way.
More pirates.
Come along for the trip. When plans go astray, we find us a way. We put them to a stop and give them the chop. We're a cursed crew and parties our share. Soul magic restores our crew from before, yes, before. Black pearls in our chest, let us finish the quest now.
Like, bro?
Treasure we will find with our powers combined. Our worth we will show to our captain below. The Inquisition blocks our way. They see us as prey. Ignatia is their leader. You do well to exceed her. The treasure she pursues across the ocean blue. She'll conquer the brine for her grand design. That's the life we live. Come along for the trip. When plans go astray, we find us a way. We put them to a stop and give them the chop. We're a cursed crew as parties on a trip.
Shadow Gambit. Fuck, I didn't read the whole thing. How many world premieres are there? Oh my god. What in the hell? I don't know what XO1 is. Guessing a racing game or something along the lines of a vehicle driving game. That looks fun though. One day we'll have this kind of effort put into the cars that we get in action adventure RPGs. And not only in games about cars. Because, like, imagine if the Mako drove like that in Mass Effect. Broke your car, you idiot! Exo Rally Championship.
Exo Rally Championship might be racing its way across the stars, but it's already raced its way into my heart. Anyways, if you're not aware, I've got something of a history with
This guy's a little cheesy most of the time.
Funnily enough, at labs like DeepMind, those same RTS games just so happen to be a valuable testing ground for world-leading AI research. Curious. Can it be just a coincidence, then, that I'd end up the kind of man to name himself an AI visionary? I mean, probably. But what's no coincidence is my excitement for the eagerly anticipated RTS from former Warcraft and StarCraft devs at Frost Giant Studios. It's Stormgate, and today we don't just get the chance to get some exclusive first look at Stormgate gameplay, we're also joined by Frost Giant's president and game director Tim Campbell here to tell us exactly how Stormgate will delight all minds, artificial or otherwise. Thanks so much for joining us, Tim.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Now, I've been following Stormgate for years, but for those of us who haven't, what is Stormgate?
What is Stormgate? Yeah, I don't actually know.
It's our modern take on the classic real-time strategy game formula. It's
okay.
what we think of as a spiritual successor to franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Command & Conquer. And real-time strategy games are the type of game where you can control an entire battlefield. So this classic RTS formula includes harvesting resources, building sprawling bases, commanding huge armies on the battlefield.
What is it about Stormgate that's new?
We believe that the RTS genre is something that should be enjoyed by players of all skill levels. And so we put a lot of effort into making sure that Stormgate feels good, whether you're a pro with high technical skill and you love competitive play, or whether it's something that you just want to be able to relax with and experience a story.
Now, Tim, I understand that you brought for all of us, but in particular for me, a present to show today. What are you going to show, Tim?
We are going to show
It's my dick.
From the pre-alpha
That's where it's at out.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that we are big believers in at Frost Giant. We want to share this current state of the game today.
Let's take a look. Oh, Tim, I'm so excited. And right away, this looks like an RTS. Tell me what we're seeing.
This is the classic start to a 1v1 match. What you're seeing here is the human faction as they're sending workers out to harvest resources. Right. They're starting to construct building. They actually build them by 3D printing them from the ground up. And you can see them now starting to train troops so they can have an army that goes out in the field to fight.
Yeah, and I mean, right here, we see in the corner coming up, this looks like a scout unit?
Yeah, that is literally a cybernetic dog with laser eyes. It is called the Scout, okay? It's designed for early game. It's a unique unit to the human faction.
Right.
And you can see him now running through the base trying to see what information he can find out about his enemy.
Yeah, I mean, scouting and information is such an important part of RTS games.
It really is, and this is something that we've embraced early game. The Scout unit has been designed so it can actually sense units beyond its sight radius. So it's
awesome.
Especially useful early on.
So we're heading into what looks like the first engagement of this game. What are we seeing?
Well, what we're seeing right here is the Red Scout getting surprised by a group of blue troops coming through the Light Force, which is the new train type and a twist on the tactical battlefield here.
And how do these Light Force work?
The Light Force lets smaller units move through them. They have concealment. It's allowed Blue to raid Red's base, in which case Red is barely getting a turret built with their speed building from their workers, which is a human faction advantage. And they're about to pop out a couple extra defenders here from their mech base.
So we got these huge mechs, and I mean, just visually, it looks like they are countering the heck out of these blue infantry, but can these red mechs fit through the forest?
No, they're too big to go through. They're heavy units. They're designed to use their chain guns to go through groups of enemies, but they can't fit through the Light Force, which Blue knew and used to his advantage.
Okay, so we're in mid-game. This is normally where you make some big tech decisions. What's Red up to?
You're seeing Red...
This looks like a really cool game. I'd actually like to try this.
Mechs and air units like this evac.
And it looks like they're just dropping right on top of...
Land to Conquer vibes.
Killing a chicken? What's the chicken there, Tim?
Yeah, that's a giant chicken with a Viking helmet on it. Use your imagination. Stormgate's in pre-alpha, and that's art that we haven't gotten to yet, but imagine it as a big Mad Max Raider.
It's the most threatening placeholder art for now. And oh, I see Red diving onto Blue, and hey, picking back up into the air transport. That's some classic high-level micro.
It is, and it's really important for Stormgate that we maintain a high skill ceiling so that players can express themselves on the battlefield by maneuvering and how they interact with the battlefield.
And here we have
the final
fight of the game.
Dude, yeah, hey.
Up against those mechs. Red is
yes, me.
Trees. Oh, wait, they can blast through them now? And Blue's dodging these enormous shots, and we can also see Blue swarming in from both sides. This is not looking good for Red.
No, it's pretty grim. Red is on the ropes right here, and they've been outmaneuvered. They're caught in the corner here between two different forces coming in with a mobile pincer.
Man, and of course,
there's the GGs.
The most classic ending to an RTS game, GG. Get Tastosis on that stat. Outside of 1v1, what's coming up for Stormgate?
What you've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more in store. We're going to be revealing a bunch of stuff about Stormgate the rest of this year. We're introducing new modes. We have a 3-player versus AI cooperative mode. We have team-based competitive modes. We're going to be sharing information about our storyline and campaign. We have new factions beyond the humans that you just saw today.
But Tim, what if I want to play the game right now?
If you want to play the game as soon as possible, you wish list Stormgate on Steam, and you go to playstormgate.com to sign up for the beta. We're starting closed testing in July.
Once again, go to Steam and wishlist Stormgate. Tim, thank you so much again for joining us, not just to talk about the 1v1 footage you shared, but the future content plans of Stormgate. It makes the RTS players' dreams come true. Which might not be your dreams. I mean, your dreams might be filled with gloriously grimy Deus Ex-inspired sci-fi fisticuffs with a fiendishly Star Wars vibe to it. If so, get a load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
Fortune's Run. Oh man, how many more trailers are there? What the fuck? Okay. Why was that so dramatized? That's an interesting art style. Cool. Oh, I like the way that looks. That's really awesome. Yeah, it's like Doom. Hell yeah. Fortunes run. Oh, it's possessive.
Men, you are about to embark upon the great crusade towards which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck,
Fair.
and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Yeah, it could be. Medal of Honor game. Haven't heard anything about them in a little bit. It's hit by another plane. Isn't that a 360 title? Medal of Honor Airborne? I think I remember that one.
Keep moving! We've taken a German opening!
Just seen a little bit of gameplay now. Yeah, could have been. Whatever you consider running through a game really fast, be a speed run. That's me. Hell let loose. Animu. Furries. Girl has a tail. Atomic picnic. Fuck is this? Game of the okay, Joral's brother. Game of the Galaxy. Mullet Mad Jack. Gotcho in the grassland. I don't know what's happening. Revival recolonizers. I think I saw a trailer for this already. The music go. What a strange trailer. They didn't put a music in it. Shit, what's this? Novalands.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But, good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech on display today. It's just a shame our viewers can't get their hands on some of that.
Yeah, I was trying to keep track of them all. There's been like fucking 25 games.
continues to offer high-end
Oh.
PC hardware. Considering their extraterrestrial origins, it comes as no surprise.
Look, I don't know how to tell you this, Frankie, but they're not actually made by aliens.
Websites in my training model contain compelling evidence to the contrary, Sean. The truth is out there.
Great. But let's do some truth-telling of our own and hear what Alienware is offering the folks at home.
No, there's been like 46 trailers. My bad.
It's been a part of my professional life for a while now. From the games you play to what
46.
that's very hardware intensive.
When using Alienware,
And that's just the show.
That is very, very difficult to match.
It doesn't have just the kind of like generic gamer look to it.
I did the Xbox one earlier, and that was good 25 titles too. But the show's been kind of boring, sadly. You know, like there hasn't been as many big like announcements.
Don't miss your shot at Alienware giveaway goodness. Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe this? We got an Alienware M18 laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor for the fine price point of free? Oh, it's enough to get anyone's blood pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a network of
Oh,
predictive
GG.
algorithms and generative software. I am fundamentally incapable of belief.
Look, I understand.
I
but-
also don't have blood.
But
Would you like me to procure blood, Sean?
God, no! Absolutely not. Anything but that. Let's move on to literally anything else. So, what's next?
Yeah.
Well, this is a little awkward. Let's have a look at some incoming DLC for Vampire Survivors.
Yes, best announcement.
Oh boy.
This game is great. Vampire Survivors is awesome.
What if we gave it a spin?
Does that sound like Winston from Overwatch? Yeah, the Xbox show is great. I'll upload that later. Scorpion, the new areas.
Golden Devil, Cosmic Finger.
Fuck. The new character? That's a free game to play on your phone, by the way. You can play it on your phone for free. Give it a try.
We are only
So
a
good.
couple months out from the full release of Baldur's Gate 3. I literally cannot tell you how excited I am to try out some of the character builds I've got going on up here. I'm thinking of running like a mage tank kind of vibe. And wait, Frank, can you generate like an awesome character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff and like blasting spells like that. Can you like give me a sample piece of art?
One moment. Here you are, Sean.
Oh dear God.
This was generated in seconds, while a professional artist's work would take hours, if not days.
Yes, that is true. It's hard to tell this wasn't the work of a trained professional, but do you have any professional artist work, you know, just to like compare?
I do. Thanks to the YouTube animators extraordinaire at MASH. Here's an original animation for Larian's Baldur's Gate 3.
My fellow adventurers, the road to Baldur's Gate has been long. We have fought cultists of a strange new god, battled packs of fearsome gnolls, and gone toe-to-toe with creatures from beyond this plane. Today we faced our greatest foe yet.
He was just so strong. And I think his blood was acid? I'm not sure how that even works, like anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100.
Blood was made of acid?
First, I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then, we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not, for I will keep my eye out for him.
Please don't. Even Lae'zel's puns are more amusing.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this foe. Somewhere within these twisted swamps dwells a hag who possesses a potent potion, an elixir that could grant us the ability to converse with the creature. However,
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, okay. Okay, bro.
give me his spleen. Steel your nerves, friends. I will now attempt to reason.
I don't care about this animation. Like, it's cool. It's funny.
you defeated us once, we have returned to seek your guidance. Impart your knowledge upon us, and teach us the source of your power.
It's here. Frog.
I didn't know you speak frog. Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed. You know, ever since the hag turned me into a frog, I've been down in the dumps.
Jesus Christ. Okay. They're all terrified of that?
Cities are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different, so you have to be incredibly creative. Given that the name of the game is Baldur's Gate, the city was really going to be the thing that people were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have all the components together, and if the mix doesn't work, we start over.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And that was a very interesting day.
One of the things that's done is it's brought a level of believability and immersion and also complexity that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism, and it really, really felt good.
It's being able to look out of the window and see down the city slopes, so you're seeing down towards...
I played Baldur's Gate game before. I'm pretty sure it's like a Diablo game.
Running around down there.
We worked on it as a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you just start adding layers and layers.
Guessing they're going till 6 p.m. then.
More of the city onto the screen than they could in 1998. So we can do something that is...
Just stand for a second, my back.
Has more texture to it.
It feels like you are walking around a place where there are lots and lots of people living their actual lives.
You have crowds that are walking around, can talk to pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's very alive in that sense.
Every person that you meet in Baldur's Gate has got a story to them.
All the things that you have done up to the city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion of everything just gathering there.
We actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met, through all these situations that you've been through.
All the stories that you have been following, all the decisions that you've been making, they all come to fruition in that lower city.
And the great thing is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, this place is on fire, and then you can throw petrol all over it.
During production, we felt like the city was our destination.
Get the vibes. This is a third-person game.
4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the result, the feeling of walking in there is just fantastic.
You have this constant jostling of things that are very much of the real world, and then you can indulge in the completely fantastical.
And then when you walk into the city, the noise of everybody talking to each other, the knowledge that everywhere you look, you can go there and you can do something, the knowledge that you can fly through it.
Oh yeah.
Great. So the thing that I was the most afraid of when we started making this game turned out to be the thing that I'm the most proud of.
August 31st, huh?
Larian Studios breaks the classic RPG series out of a 2-decade retirement when Baldur's Gate 3 finally releases on August 30th.
God, it has been fucking 20 years.
We're forging ahead with more fantasy as flame-headed fighters face ferocious foes.
God damn.
Action roguelike. After all, what's a roguelike without an onslaught of algorithmic terrors? I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately. Anyways, here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
I like the look of that. Sorry, I sneezed. Ooh, 4-player. I like that. That looks fun. Yeah, I like the look of that. Montage time every time that stupid piano comes on.
What?
Some dubstep over here. It's like No Man's Sky, but you're always a car. Yeah, it looks like you can craft your own car and customize it to your leisure. Terra Tech Worlds.
Would you like an endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth extraction horror, Macabre? In Macabre, you and your friends will team up to confront interdimensional terrors, venturing deep into unstable time risk tasked with uncovering the source of terrifying anomalies. A great way to enjoy the outdoors. Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early access.
You seriously don't have any signal.
Not even one bar, there's nothing. I can't get
So, I forgot to mention, there's like a super weird, scary thing getting around inside the rift.
The hell was that, a bear?
Have you ever heard a bear sound like that before?
Seen a bear before.
This is kind of cool.
Come on, you'll freeze to death out here.
What's all this?
Suppose you're looking for the lodge. Here, take this. I call it the atomic space shifter. If anything goes wrong, not that it will, I can pull you back out. A lot of folks have come up here looking for answers. It's weird. It's like time runs differently here.
Guys, I think I found something.
We gotta find the others, dude.
Oh. Oh! Shit. I like the look of this one. Macabre.
Haha! I can't believe it worked! This is it. This is the key to... Ah! You're alive. Ready to go back in?
Yeah. Creepy one. My bass sounds. Remind me.
We thought we had billions of years before our sun died. We were wrong.
Sun exploded. Supernova.
Thousands of us answered the call, rallying to save those we can. Every one of our ships a ray of hope. Captain, it is up to you to find us a new home. So
Dude, if the sun was that close to us, we would be dead. The space game. We gotta escape an exploding sun. Good luck. Pretty sure black hole comes after that. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. A lot of space games nowadays. A lot of space games. Earthless.
As great as Earthless looks, it makes you wonder, how are we in the real world going to fare when our big, beautiful sun enters its twilight years? Me, I'm optimistic. Who knows what we'll achieve?
We won't be alive.
Every billionaire-funded space rocket that detonates moments after takeoff is
I mean, unless we are, that'd be wild.
the winding road of progress. Up next, tie on those togas and make merry with fine wine as all roads lead to this newest city
Nova Roma.
at Nova Roma.
It's my people. This looks cool. You can build your own dams. Coliseum for the Olympics. How did a fire even start? Who did that? Oh, fair enough. Being attacked by the fucking gods. Cute. Oh, it's got seasons. Nice. Nova Roma. World premiere, bitch. Premiere. It's
The Great War is over.
What's this one?
All we want is to return home.
It's been a long day of game trailers, my god.
Newborn Czechoslovakia, we fought for. Brothers and sisters.
Inspired by real events.
None of us thought this part of the journey would be the most difficult. We still hope to see our home once again. Across the endless snowfields of Siberia.
Can't wait no longer. I'm getting a new drink.
Territory disputed by the red and white armies. By armored train in a harsh winter. Far from our loved ones. Outnumbered by enemies, we fight to make our way.
Beverages.
Surrounded by wilderness, we manage in order to survive. This is our last chance. Our last train home.
Ah.
Will you lead us?
No. Last train home.
Pairing squad tactics with historic inspiration, Last Train Home is based on real events in the aftermath of World War I. However, Historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers travelling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History is clear on one thing though: puppets can't be trusted. As proof, watch as Sesame Street meets survival horror in My Friendly Neighborhood.
Yes! It's getting its official launch. Let's go. Let's go. This game's cool. No, they do have her in person. It's just the gag is that they fired her at the beginning and used her likeness instead. The company's saving money. It's just a gag. Yeah, this game's fucking trippy. I played the demo for it, which is on Steam. It's pretty good. Oh, they've been working.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna take your hand and I'm gonna shove it in my orifices. That's how they sound, and it's so funny. Actually, it's more like, I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to swallow it. Are you going to be my friend? Yeah, that game, I am going to be playing that. Don't you doubt it. I'm like, finally, an announcement I care about. It's a new F1. I'm not big on racing games.
And McLaren with a great overtake. Stay right here.
Racing's your favorite genre? Oh, fair enough. It is an F1 game. F1 Manager 23.
Hey Frank AI, how are the metrics looking? Are we like doing numbers?
Yeah, so he turned her into an AI using her likeness.
I've identified a simple
So he didn't have to pay her.
to target underrepresented segments of our audience demographic. Shall I execute it?
Well, hell yeah, let's do it. Ah, cornering the VTuber market. Smart, very smart. I'm just not really sure this is my vibe, but since we're on a time crunch, let's see what's next for Subnautica Likes in Space with a trailer for Breath Edge 2.
Breath Edge 2. Boop, 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 boop. Did it say Subnautica in Space? There's cars in it, that's cool. Did you instantly lose a tire? That looks cool. Game looks kind of stupid and funny, but I am interested in that. Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. What's this? Children are missing. Oh. Oh. The dog turns buff. I wasn't expecting that. Well, this is turning into a horror game for a second. Bloomtown, a different story.
Man, there are so many great video games in this year's show.
Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It is finer than gravel, but coarser than silt.
Yes. But it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage across alien deserts.
I don't understand that sentence. Would you like to hear
When is the show freaking ending? It's 2 hours long. God damn it, bro. How many fucking more? How long was last year's show? Oh my god. Under 2 hours, huh? Yeah. I don't see that happening. It says 30-minute pre-show right there on the PC Gamer website. I'm stupid. I made a tweet about that and everything.
А ви що, хлопці? Ну, раз ми ліпші, то попали себе шампанським і морським оленем. А ти ж, Петро? А я, як завжди, маленьку банушу хочу. Йой, то ж ресторан, а не корчма. Може ресторан бути найліпшим, ніж у банушу. Що ти кружкилися?
This show's long as hell, dude. Like, honestly, I want it to stop. But I'm committed. It's just there's no breaks in the middle. It's just fucking like we're going into 2 hours just straight gameplay, never stopping, never giving a like what the fuck. People gotta take a pee and stuff, you know. Like I'm gonna miss an announcement if I go. I had to go get a drink at some point there because I was like, oh, it's never ending.
This year's show, and we're saving something
Finally!
exciting for the end. Dune Awakening, the survival MMO adaptation.
You guys are bad at surprises.
Sci-fi series. Frank AI, what have you got for us for the big finale?
If you like, I could fill the room with sand.
That's a little literal, don't you think? But what if we had like costumes? Oh, Dune's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments. Oh my god, I could dress up maybe as...
Are we getting an actual trailer, or are you guys just gonna say the thing?
Teraflops of processing power to render you as a sandworm, Sean.
I mean, don't worry about it. We can skip the costuming. It's just something that like Frankie and I used to do. Like, not you, like the real Frankie with the fun hair who's not a computer. Oh, man, there was this one year where she was a shark. And then, and she was like a mech pilot, and I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just forget it. I'm living in the past. I shouldn't even miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right? Frankie Ward?
Do you still want to do the costumes bit, Sean?
I want to do the June dress up bit so bad. I'm sorry I tried to fire everyone and make money with computers.
Shut up and put the costume on.
He doesn't deserve that.
Frankie, would you do the honors?
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's more sought after than a suitcase stuffed with spice melange. It's June Awakening.
Can't tell if she's extra short or if he's like just really, really big, or if it's both. Ah, it's one of these stupid fucking... It's gonna be 15 minutes long.
My name's Joel Bylos. I'm the creative director on June Awakening. So June Awakening is a survival, open world, massively multiplayer game. It is a game where players are invited to explore the world of June. They involve themselves in politics.
Massive multiplayer scares me.
They involve themselves in combat. They have to survive
Sometimes.
on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe. So when June Awakening begins, you are a castaway on the planet.
My Friendly Neighborhood, best announcement.
All you have is a knife that you've made out of scrap metal.
It's a gaming show.
And you need to creep into enemy camps and knife them in the back and steal the water from their steel suits. By the end of the game,
Did they even give us a date?
you have a fleet of vehicles, ornithopters flying in formation, sandbikes cruising across the desert beneath them, tanks kicking up a cloud of dust as you drive to a spice blow in the distance.
That's kind of cool.
To harvest with your guild, and you see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you clash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming. That's combat in June Awakening.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the
Oh, it's July 18th.
June Awakening. You start out
Hell
in
yeah.
surviving, clinging to life, and in the end, you might become someone like the Baron Harkonnen, and then you try to cling to power. Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. Surviving on Arrakis means that you need to prepare for sandstorms, you need to find water, it's a constant threat against survival. The sandworm, every time you try to cross the desert, the sandworm will come. You will sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may not.
There's a cat over there.
June Awakening is built upon a
Full belly
foundation
out.
of 5 pillars. Survival, which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game.
Doesn't even look like a
It's
cat.
discipline, it's the surviving the sandstorms that sweep across Arrakis. Then we have politics and intrigue, which speaks to the faction gameplay of the game. It's about, siding with one of the factions, thinking about how they work together, perhaps assassinating members of the other factions. Then there's infinite exploration. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is how the world changes over time. We have a concept called a Coriolis storm, and when it sweeps across the landscape, the sands shift, revealing new points of interest, hiding others, making the game renewed every week. Then we have combined arms. Combined arms is our combination of vehicles, melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat experience. And finally,
Okay.
we have expression and customization, which is really more than just talking about the visual expression and customization, which of course we have armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about
That's
play
good to
the way
know.
you want to play. Do you want to be a trader? You can do that. Do you want to be a fighter? Of course you can do that. Do you want to be a spy? Maybe that's the gameplay you're looking for. All of these things built into these pillars.
Cool.
So the
Not really like a
gameplay,
Doom
we
fan,
divided that
so
into
I
4
don't know much about it.
parts. We think of them as survive, protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself and you're clinging onto life. In the protect phase, you've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you, so you try to build defenses and make sure that your base is in the clear. Then, in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff as well, and you might want to take their stuff. Then, in the control phase, you may find yourself being a part of a guild or even the leader of a guild. Then the goal is to control the flow of spice on Arrakis.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movies or anything.
Never safe. There's always someone lurking around the corner. Can you really trust your second in command? So the goal of the control phase is that you are clinging to control. Whenever you get into combat in the desert of Arrakis, try to get it over with quickly, because not only are you fighting human combatants, but the planet Arrakis itself is the greatest protagonist there is.
I think you meant to say antagonist.
And with that, the PC Gaming Show 2023 is done. And what a show it was! And what a lesson for me, honestly. AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus would think it can replace the human touch. I mean, you'd have to be an irredeemable bozo, like a real human dumpster to pull that.
So that's the end of Frank AI? You are getting the band back together?
I mean, yeah, if we get another show next year, then yeah, you betcha.
If?
Well, you know, Dakota, you guy's pretty smart. I mean, I think he's actually the CEO now of PC Gamer and all subsidiary publications and IPs. I think he's got some really great ideas, but he also caddies for some very influential people on the golf course. Life comes at you fast, I guess. Either way, see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that show was a little bit longer than I expected it to be. Still, some cool announcements on there. Not as many on there that were super exciting for me, but if there were any that were... But whichever ones hyped you up the most, make sure you link them down below in our comments. Let me know which one you liked the most. But just because I didn't like them that much doesn't mean anybody else didn't. Like that My Friendly Neighborhood announcement was probably my favorite one. What's your favorite? Let me know down below in the comments, and like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed. If you want to see more of this stuff, make sure you check out the Xbox Showcase reaction, and same with the Summer Games Showcase reaction, as well as the Devolver Digital one. That being said, if you want to check out more content from us, make sure you check out Project Supervillain on pretty much anywhere. But twitch.tv/Project Supervillain is a good place to check out live streams, and you can find us on Twitter. You can follow me specifically at ArcDrifter pretty well everywhere. And with that being said, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Project Dismissed. Peach out.